In the last episode, I talked about my general thoughts on the whole concept of inspiration, so definitely check that out first. But it more or less boils down to you have to feed your brain inspiring content to be inspired. So as promised, here are some of my tips and tricks and favorite resources for finding inspiration as a product and furniture designer. This kind of goes without saying, but Pinterest is really good for image association and for just generally finding out what already exists in the world. I know some designers like to avoid looking too much at existing objects because if you do it too much, you can end up accidentally regurgitating other people's work, which is not ideal, but I like to get a baseline for what exists in the world before delving into a project. I find this really helpful because it's almost like anti-inspiration. Instead of looking for things I do want to make and that I do like, I look for things that I don't like about existing objects and what I would change, and that really helps me kickstart my design process. To that end, I like scrolling online marketplaces for that type of research as well. So places like the Momo Design Store, the Finnish Design Shop, Design Within Reach, and Essence for us Canadians. For other types of inspiration, especially for things like colorways and historical references, I love things like old magazines and catalogs. For example, the entire archive of IKEA catalogs is digitized and readily available, so that's really fun to scroll through. Oh, and for styling and graphic inspiration, the best thing is old furniture ads, like this one from Thonay, or Floss has some really cool vintage ads. And getting away from just digital sources of inspiration, never discount the power of just walking through a hardware store and putting things together. This is great for materials and hardware inspiration. You can repurpose a lot of hardware into really cool design details. The list goes on, but the thing with all of this is that it's kind of like when you're reading a book and then you realize that you really haven't been paying attention and haven't absorbed any of the words. For inspiration to work, you have to actively engage in the process. For me, this means generally having one thing I'm focusing on at a time. So I'm looking for material inspiration, or I'm looking to solve a specific problem in a design I'm working on. And that's when you can kind of focus in on things and really find things successfully.